Season 3 of Call of Duty had so much hype behind it. The developers and all the content creators were shilling for Activision, talking about there's going to be a lot of changes, and had everybody excited. And it just released today, and it is a complete letdown. Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. RSX Squishy here. And for today's video, I'm finna be talking about just how bad Season 3 is and why it is just a complete waste of fucking everyone's time. Now, if you guys like the video and like my honesty, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out my channel, helps me grow, and trying to get to 2,069 subs, which is my sub goal. Okay, let's get started with the video. Now, real quick, I don't want to start off completely bad. I do want to say that there are some decent things that were added that were better, but I'm going to explain why they're not as good. So the first thing, they added the intervention. They can't even put the name intervention, so they had to name it something completely different for some reason. I couldn't figure out why. I looked online. I don't know, they don't have the proper licensing, or there's laws to where you can name guns in video games or something. But either way, they added that gun back, which I'm about to play with it right now, and yeah, I'm not really that hyped about it, but that's one of the good things. They did some of the other key features, like they nerfed flashbangs. They buffed the battle hardened, so it actually works now. Little things that honestly should have been there in the first place. I don't know for how long flashbangs have been overpowered, and how for so long battle hardened hasn't worked as a decent perk. So for it to finally be working 6 months later, I guess is kind of a good thing. But again, should have been done from the beginning. But let's get on with all the horse shit that they dumped on us for Season 3, or lack thereof. Now, one of the biggest reasons was a lot of the bigger names on Twitter for Call of Duty that were partners or whatever were talking about that. I've never seen this much interest from developers. We just got on calls with them, and there's all this stuff. They're going to change the movement. They're going to add one-shot snipers back and all this stuff. So everybody, including me, I'm so dumb for actually believing them for a quick second. I should have known. But I actually thought they were going to change the movement. Everyone thought that the movement was going to be back like how it was. Very smooth and like Warzone 1, where you can actually run, sprint, cancel out of your slide. Not necessarily get the full attack sprint, you know what I mean? Reset that you did back then with the slide canceling, but at least get out of your slide and make it slide faster, to where sliding is not a complete waste of time. Maybe we can bunny hop again and, you know, move faster on the map. They did absolutely nothing. They made the sliding supposedly a tiny bit faster that most people can't even notice. And the second thing, with the diving, they made it to where when you dive, your gun picks up a tiny bit quicker. And that was it. They did nothing with the sliding, the actual movement, all the penalties for aiming down sights, around corners, when you're jumping and anything. They did absolutely nothing. So it was overhyped for no freaking reason. Everyone is literally pissed right now at Season 3. I dare anyone to go on Twitter, look at any of the main Call of Duty or developer Twitter pages, and just see how much they're getting grilled over every single post on how nothing's working, freaking nothing really changed. Everything is pretty much the same, with the exception of the fucking store upgrades, which is the battle cell, $30 battle pass pack or whatever. It's just complete filler content again. What do you call it? They included 2 new maps, which at this point for this game, 2 new maps per season is not enough. They literally need to be adding, in my opinion, at least 5 or 6 to make up for the lack of maps from the beginning of the game. At this point, we're at the same amount of maps that Vanguard had on launch. How ridiculous is that? There's a new game already about to come out in a few months, and we barely caught up with the amount of maps that Vanguard had from launch. And Vanguard was a horrible game, which, by the way, the 2 new maps have been getting a lot of complaints because you need night vision for one of them, and it's completely dark. Everyone just head glitches around, or head glitches and mounts on stuff. Which, again, I don't know why mounting is still a mechanic that is in the game. It just promotes camping. And the second thing with the other map is that it's too big. Everyone is complaining on the map is too big and how it's not small, it's not close quarters. Everyone knows Shipment, Shoot House, Nuketown are the most favorite maps because they're smaller and they allow you to, you know, essentially get into combat faster. But when you add huge maps in the game, it just makes it to where there's a lot of downtime where you're just running and looking for people and the game gets boring. So again, it's just more stuff that they added that is just garbage with no attention to detail of what people actually want in the game. Another thing, and this might be just because the update is new right now, but the servers are so freaking laggy right now. I don't know if it's because there's that many people, but there were so many people on the release day of Modern Warfare 2 that I don't think that that's the issue. But everyone is also complaining about just how much lag spikes and latency they're getting. And to top it all off, the latency, meters or charts that they have in game that you can look aren't reading correctly. So they're telling you that you have about a 1% or 5% latency when it's not at all accurate. So I don't know if they're doing it on purpose just to make it seem like we're all getting better connection and everything, but it's not. And everyone's actually, lagging really, really bad. And there's nothing really new in this update. Like, besides all the stuff that I mentioned already, I mean, and it's not really new because it's just updates that they were supposedly going to add. And they really, again, didn't add anything of value. The only things that they added were that stupid Black Cell bundle that, by the way, you guys should not be getting. They added some pay-to-win stuff for DMZ. So if you're a DMZ fan, they added a bunch of pay-to-win content to that in the store. And they added some changes in the store to where now you can actually test out the tracer packs before you actually buy them. So, of course, the store and all the bundles and everything and all the stuff that you have to pay for gets all the priority. But everyone that already paid $70 for this stupid game, everyone that bought the battle pass, the regular battle pass, is not getting anything. Like, what did we really get in Warzone or the new, Resurgence map? Nothing. All these stupid quality of life changes didn't really do anything. And they're slowly trying to go back to what Warzone 1 was, which makes no sense because Warzone 2 should have been the better game. Should have had the same stuff and then added even more. And oh my god, doesn't that piss you off? I get accused of being toxic by some people in the comments sometimes, but how can I not be mad and upset when the game is just utter trash? If you play Warzone 2 right now for 1 hour, then you go and play Caldera, which is Warzone 1, for another hour, you're going to feel a difference. And Warzone 1 is actually much better, and it has way more things than Warzone 2. It plays smoother, it has more details onto it, and even though Caldera is such a trash map, it's already better. And just, oh my god, this update is not it. Anyone hyped up for it, if you haven't played it yet, or if you're watching my video first, trust me, you're not missing anything. So don't rush to go play it or anything. I don't know, right now everyone's just hating on all the developers and all the content creators that were essentially telling everybody, just got on calls with devs, you know, they really care about the game. This next season is going to be it. It's going to be the season that brings back everything. But I'm not stupid, and I already remember that from last season when they said that the new Resurgence was going to be the thing that brings people back, and it wasn't. Fucking half the people I know don't even play this game anymore. But that's my review so far of Season 3. I just think it's complete garbage. The only good thing is essentially the intervention. Everything else is just mid, just trash. 2 trash maps, just to review everything with you. A bunch of changes that aren't really changes, and whatever they did change, again, should have been already there in the first place. So, again, another L season. When is this going to change? When are we going to actually have a working game with good features, good maps, you know, good guns? None of this confusing shit. The UI is still atrocious. The friends list is still atrocious. Like, nothing's changing, man. Like, holy shit. This game is just a complete L. If you guys like the game, please share with me what do you like about it so far. And I don't know, but just with me, I don't really bother playing it anymore. I played it for about an hour and I already got bored. So but yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you guys are watching until now, comment the keyword squishy117 in the comments if you're still watching right now, and I'll give you a shout out on the next video. Take care. Bye.